Does creative financing get you all excited? Probably not, but it should. So I'm here to talk about a current client that I have who's looking to purchase a home. Her overall qualification is under 200,000, and here in the North Texas area, that really doesn't go as far as it used to. Very comfortably, she would probably want to be at 170 or less in order for her to have the monthly payment at the absolute highest that she's comfortable with. As a buyer, I always stress that first and foremost is that forget what you're qualified for, forget how much you're financing over 30 years. The biggest thing I would want you to focus on is where does that put you monthly? Because that's where we live, that's where if we're not within our budget or within our means, we're gonna feel that and it can be harmful to our financial situation. So look at that monthly. So what we're able to do is with her options, she didn't have a ton of homes that she was falling in love with, but a little bit higher price, we did find some new construction. So I was able to think outside the box, get creative. This is something I have used before, but we haven't used since rates dropped again here in 2019. When that is us doing an interest rate buy down. So that's the creative financing I'm talking about here. It is taking some money, either that be from the buyer's own personal account. I typically recommend getting it from the seller if I'm working with a buyer. And taking that money and rather you get it in concession like for closing costs, but rather than putting it towards your traditional closing cost, put that towards and have the lender put it towards actually buying down you points and buying down your interest rate. This interest rate is going to have a direct effect on your monthly payment. Here's the thing, you can have a much larger impact on a person's monthly payment by doing this with less money than if I were to just negotiate off the sales price. So to give you this specific scenario, my client wants to be around $1,350-ish a max a month. And so based off taxes, HOA, insurance, everything, for this particular area and property, she would have to be at like 170,000 max. The homes I'm finding are 190. It's very unrealistic to think that I would be able in this market to go negotiate $20,000 off this price. And these homes at 190 are absolutely at market value. And that's really fantastic to get a new construction home for 190 in our area. So I was able to go take $5,000 and put it towards buying down an interest rate, and this got her the rate she needed to make her payment be within that range that she's comfortable with. So now with me thinking outside the box, I was just able to make a deal happen before the end of the year, which is great for you agents. But get her the home that she wanted at the price she wanted, and this seller isn't having to take this huge hit. So when you're working with buyers and sellers, if you're negotiating, if you get a lowball offer, dig deeper, figure out why they're offering that. I guarantee a lot of the times, sometimes it is, people could be unrealistic. They may just have an idea what they think value is, but so many buyers really look at what is this costing them monthly, what can they afford, and there are ways to make deals happen where the buyer can get what they need and the seller can get what they need, and with less of a hit and less of an impact for the seller's net, and have it be that bigger bang for the buck for the buyer.